guys, welcome back again. It's El Brujo Urbano, or the Urban Witch with two-hand sorcery. And on today's video I wanted to discuss one of the most important tools, if not our main tool in witchcraft. And this is just one of the many that a witch does have in their arsenal, but I find this one to be one of the most important ones and one of the ones that I consider that you should get first. Alright? With that being said, let's get right into the video. So the tool's name is a Grimoire, or Book of Shadows. I know I said "or" because a Grimoire and Book of Shadows are similar but are not necessarily the same. So let me just give you a couple examples. These are mine. These are my personal ones. This is a smaller one, right? It's not that big, you know, kind of pocket size, so to speak. And this is another one that I have, which is my main one. I got this one off Amazon. I think it was like 50 bucks at the time. I do have a third one. But that one I cannot show you because that one is more reserved, and that one is consecrated and blessed and dedicated for specific spirits and for a specific practice. So what I just showed you guys, the first one right here, this is a Grimoire, right? So that one's a Grimoire, and this big black one right here is kind of like a hybrid, so to speak, of both. It's kind of like both a Book of Shadows and a Grimoire. So what a Book of Shadows is, right? So a Book of Shadows, the difference that a Book of Shadow has from a Grimoire is that this is where we put general information about, you know, herbs and their correspondences, crystals and their attributes, tarot pulls, your daily journaling, you know, your shadow work, stuff like that, right? And for a Grimoire, right, either physical or digital, you can have one on your phone, your computer, whichever one floats your boat. You know, especially with today's day and age, you can have you know, thousands and thousands of pages on your Google Docs or whatever. So that's pretty cool. I prefer physical. I like I don't know, I just like having the physical book with me. It makes me feel more magical. So yeah, either digital or physical. So the Grimoire, right, you have spell recipes, spell ingredients, you have actual spell crafting instructions, you have sigils, spirit information, spirit attributions, sigils from the spirits, and rituals with these different deities and entities. So I guess you could say the Grimoire is more related to like your actual work, and the Book of Shadows is more of like your guide, your information journal, right? Or you can have them both. Big black one over here, I have both, right? The one that I can't show you guys is it's just a Grimoire, as well as this one. This one's dedicated to working with Catholic saints and the Orishas, because you know, from where I come from, it is very common, and Umbanda is one of the biggest religions apart from Christianity and, you know, the other denominations of Christianity. But yes, I believe one of the most important tools you can have as a witch, both beginner and a advanced witch, is a Book of Shadows / Grimoire, because this is where you're gonna keep all your information, all your spells, all your ritual instructions, all the offering information that you have from certain spirits, the spirits that you work with, your experience with these spirits. All of that is going to go into your Book of Shadows / Grimoire. It can even be inexpensive as grabbing your old notebook from high school or whatnot. It doesn't have to be one of these fancy looking ones. It doesn't have to be something crazy. It could be a regular old composition notebook. You don't have to go spending buttloads of money, you know, on one of these books. I like it. I find it looks cooler. I like the magical look that it gives and the sensation that it gives you when you grab it. You have it in your library. That's just something personal. You don't have to go spending 50 or 100 bucks on one of these leather covered books. It's pointless. I mean, you can if you want, you don't have to. But yes, I just wanted to make this very small, very brief video on Grimoire / Book of Shadows. This is where you're gonna grab from all your other sources, you know, all your other books, all your other study, all your other experiences, and this is where you're gonna have them all concentrated and located in. If you go through my Grimoire / Book of Shadows, you can have anything from banishing rituals to exorcisms from crystal associations to color codes and candles, poppets, hexes, curses, curse breakers, oil ingredients, and all that plethora of stuff that we use to practice. And it's very nice that we have it all located in one spot or in one drive if you have a digital one. But this is one of the most important, if not the most important tool of a witch. So I hope that you guys liked that. I hope you found some value in that video, and if you did like it, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and to share so we can grow the channel, so I can give you guys more information and I can guide you guys more towards you know, your practice. So stay protected, and remember to check me out on my other platforms. I have Instagram, I have TikTok, and I have Facebook, but Facebook's kind of you know, so check me out on Instagram and TikTok mainly, and I have a Threads account that you guys can follow. And this was El Brujo Urbano, or the Urban Witch with 2 Hand Sorcery, and I'll see you guys in the next one.